Hey friends, going to go through my stuff that I took on my bikepacking trip. So let's start out with what I kept in the fanny pack. This is just a fanny pack, really cheap one. Start out here. Got a 2 amp USB charger and a 5 milliamp hour battery. Headphones. I'm using the phone to record this, and this stuff gets packed in a Ziploc bag. I do have an extra Ziploc bag, and this bag, which I thought was a good size for the phone, but I don't know. I'm going to keep looking, I think. Gum, comb, lighter, compass, scissors, keys, floss, flashlight, nail clipper, knife. Those are all things that went along. Toothbrush, toothpaste, and we got a pocket sewn into this bandana that the toothbrush and toothpaste kind of fit into, and then I just folded around there. And then finally, my toilet kit, my scoop to dig a cat hole, and some paper towels or napkins. And this bidet thing, basically that fits on top of a bottle. Fill that bottle with water, and you can clean your crotch with that. So I'm going to pack that up a minute and see what it looks like. The toilet kit and the battery charger, the battery fit in that pocket. I'm going to put this somewhere else, just not in the fanny pack. Forgot to say credit cards, ID, and cash go in this back pocket here. So that little bunch of tools, flashlight, knife, etc., go in here. And at night, I'll take the flashlight and clip it on this thing just to make it easy to find in the dark. So here I've sewn a pocket. You can see it's sewn just on a corner and just sewn by hand, I think. These fit in here. If I was looking at what I was doing, it would be better. And then I just kind of fold it up and fold this thing up and roll it up, and now that's my toothbrush kit. So I'm putting this on top. Actually, it also fits in here. And then I have these 2 plastic bags, which I'll just cram in here. And this section here I use to keep my phone in separately. And that way I have really my hygiene and my tools and my valuables and my keys. Everything is packed in the fanny pack, and I can take that with me. And oh yeah, maybe I'll put a pack of gum in here too. So that's pretty much the fanny pack, not too heavy. Next is this dry bag. I think it's a 20-liter bag, and I had 3 bottles, 3 liters of water, plus a bag that is 2 liters. These are the straps that I used to tie this to the rear, as well as the bungee. Here's my food. This is after I came back. There's probably 2 days of food in here, but it's mainly stuff I didn't feel like eating. So, and here's my tent. Once again, I thought this was a pretty good tent, and it was about $60, I think. 2-person backpacking tent with 2 vestibules from Walmart, Ozark Trail. So that goes in the waterproof bag there. So I also took along extra clothes. I wore basically running shorts and a long sleeve UV protection shirt, kind of a t-shirt with long sleeves and a hood. But I took along other clothes. I knew I probably wouldn't need them, but I did take them. Long sleeve shirt, Columbia something or other. I took long johns, knew I wouldn't need them. I was going to take a convertible pants, but I couldn't find it. 2 pair of socks, underwear, mittens, fleece mittens, not really. There's one inside of the other, and then there are plastic gloves you get at the diesel pump at the gas station. In case of rain, I could put the plastic gloves over the mittens, and that might last a day. Plus, I have this hooded thing, kind of a fleece hood, really warm, and a wool hoodie, kind of a t-shirt sweater. Did not use any of this. Probably didn't need any of this either. And put them in these dry bags. One of the dry bags went in here. So I'm going to pack those up. So there's my extra clothes. Do I really need this? Well, I'm in Michigan. Weather is unpredictable. I did see 50 degrees at night, but I was under my quilt. Possible that I could have gotten completely soaked in rain. I think I would have been glad to have those clothes if I had been soaked. Okay, that's the tent, the extra clothes, bottle of water, and the food, or what's left of it. That's probably the amount I ate on an overnight. And in this waterproof sack. So here's some things I took along, but I took them along to test it out. This is a Bora bivy, a bivy sack, and this is a poncho tarp and a set of stakes and lots of guy lines, more than I need. Wanted to figure out what guys I need to put this poncho tarp up. And these are things that I would take backpacking, but not bike packing. I would not take these and the tent. Basically, I took 2 shelter systems. Bike packing, I would definitely take the tent. That's a luxury that I really appreciated. This would have worked. You want to see what the bivy sack is, look up Bora bivy, B-O-R-A-H, bivy, and you should find the Bora bivy website. So next, what goes into my backpack? I sling the backpack on the front handlebars, and that works as long as you keep it light. First of all, a trash compactor bag as a waterproof liner. And then first thing is my quilt, and that's it actually originally was a hammock under quilt, and I would say it's a 40-degree quilt. Works quite well. I have a Neo Air, extremely large Neo Air, which, I don't know, it's nice to be able to get up off the ground, but it's kind of noisy, and I do have some trouble getting comfortable in it sometimes. You gotta adjust how much air is in it. Frog Dog rain jacket, Sawyer squeeze filter, and this, what is this called? CNOC bag. Did not use those. I had a water pump that I could use. Trash bag, used that one. Then, in case I had to work on my bike, I had some gloves to keep the grease off me, and a rag. Hat, wash myself with a bandana. It's an extra bandana. I don't know if I need 2, and gloves, which I did not use. That is what goes in the backpack, but also during the day I, throw things in and out. Oh, I did forget one thing in the back here. This is my doormat. You can either sit on it or put it by the door so you don't track in as much dirt, or I suppose you could mail something in it. So inside the trash compactor bag go the quilt and the inflatable pad. Then you just twist it up and jam it underneath, and good enough, I guess. I haven't tested it in the rain yet, so don't really know what I'm doing here. Water bag and filter goes on this side. I can fit a water bottle, a 1 liter smart water bottle in that pocket too, or that opening too. So the trash bag and the rag and the rubber gloves and my wash bandana go in the other side. I try to keep one side trashy and the other side clean for the water filter and the water bag. And up top here, the second bandana, the hat, and gloves, which I didn't use either of those. And that just fits up there. Rain jacket goes in there, and if I'm not wearing the fanny pack will go in there too. So that's the pack. You noticed I don't have a stove. I basically take dry stuff like jerky, dried berries, trail mix, tuna packs, and eat it astronaut style. Just kind of open a corner and squeeze it into my mouth. The tuna salad packs are excellent for that. That's the type of food I eat, and I go stoveless. And if I need something more hearty, I stop for a burger somewhere, I guess. I didn't on this trip. I see I also have to put my doormat in. That goes either inside or outside of the trash compactor bag. Actually, that definitely goes outside. So here's some miscellaneous stuff that doesn't go in the pack. My helmet, my lock, and my phone holder. Those go along. I also have the gas tank pack, which has tools, spare tire, spare inner tube, and patch kit. I added these things. The ones I bought are kind of tiny, but a bottle of water will fit in, or some bars, or my phone will fit in. And I had a total of capacity for 5 liters. I only used that smart water bottle, but I filled it up. I think I went through about 5 liters a day the first day, and that was not an entire day, because I started off at home with it full. The pack is 7.7 pounds. The waterproof bag is 13.4. That's with 2 days of food and pretty heavy tent. There's a liter of water in there too. So not too bad. The tent kind of makes it heavy, but I'll tell you, I was glad I had the room to move around in mosquito net covered area. So here's my setup. I've got this bag hung from the handlebars and the waterproof bag, stuff sack. What I'm going to take along, what I'm going to change, I'm going to get elastic foily bands or straps and see if that's a little bit easier. I'm going to take my solar panels, which I can strap on the backpack, kind of hangs over the front, and I can play solitaire all night and not worry. I forgot a pen. Take that. I'm going to take this little tripod, and I did have this. I got to put it back on. I did not use a navigation system. I just already knew where I was going. So that was my system for the first ride, first bikepacking overnight for me, and thought it went pretty well. I was comfortable. I was not tested by rain. and that's an important test to do. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this.